an Afghan, an Albanian, an Algerian, an American, an Andorran, an Angolan, an Antiguan, an Argentine, an Armenian, an Australian, an Austrian, an Azerbaijani, a Bahamian, a Bahraini, a Bangladeshi, a Barbadian, a Barbudan, a Botswanan, a Belarusian, a Belgian, a Belizean, a Beninese, a Bhutanese, a Bolivian, a Bosnian, a Brazilian, a British person, a Bruneian, a Bulgarian, a Burkinabe, a Burmese, a Burundian, a Cambodian, a Cameroonian, a Canadian, a Cape Verdean, a Central African, a Chadian, a Chilean, a Chinese person, a Colombian, a Comoran, a Congolese person, a Costa Rican, a Croatian, a Cuban, a Cypriot, a Czech, a Dane, a Djiboutian, a Dominican, a Dutch person, an East Timorese, an Ecuadorian, an Egyptian, an Emirati, an Equatorial Guinean, an Eritrean, an Estonian, an Ethiopian, a Fijian, a Filipino, a Finn, a French person, a Gabonese person, a Gambian, a Georgian, a German, a Ghanaian, a Greek, a Grenadian, a Guatemalan, a Guinea-Bissawan, a Guinean, a Guyanese, a Haitian, a Herzegovinian, a Honduran, a Hungarian, an Kiribati, an Icelander, an Indian, an Indonesian, an Iranian, an Iraqi, an Irish person, an Israeli, an Italian, an Ivorian, a Jamaican, a Japanese person, a Jordanian, a Kazakhstani, a Kenyan, a Kittitian and Nevisian, a Kuwaiti, a Kyrgyz, a Laotian, a Latvian, a Lebanese, a Liberian, a Libyan, a Liechtensteiner, a Lithuanian, a Luxembourger, a Macedonian, a Malagasy person, a Malawian, a Malaysian, a Maldivian, a Malian, a Maltese person, a Marshallese person, a Mauritanian, a Mauritian, a Mexican, a Micronesian, a Moldovan, a Monegasque, a Mongolian, a Moroccan, a Mosotho, a Motswana, a Mozambican, a Namibian, a Nauruan, a Nepalese person, a New Zealander, a Nicaraguan, a Nigerian, a North Korean, a Northern Irish person, a Norwegian, an Omani, a Pakistani, a Palauan, a Palestinian, a Panamanian, a Papua New Guinean, a Paraguayan, a Peruvian, a Pole, a Portuguese person, a Qatari, a Romanian, a Russian, a Rwandan, a St. Lucian, a Salvadoran, a Samoan, a San Marinese person, a São Tomean, a Saudi Arabian, a Scottish person, a Senegalese person, a Serbian, a Seychelloise person, a Sierra Leonean, a Singaporean, a Slovak, a Slovenian, a Solomon Islander, a Somali person, a South African, a South Korean, a Spaniard, a Sri Lankan, a Sudanese person, a Surinamese person, a Swazi, a Swede, a Swiss person, a Syrian, a Tajik, a Tanzanian, a Togolese person, a Tongan, a Trinidadian or Tobagonian, a Tunisian, a Turk, a Tuvaluan, a Ugandan, a Ukrainian, a Uruguayan, an Uzbek, a Venezuelan, a Vietnamese person, a Welsh person, a Yemeni, a Zambian, and a Zimbabwean all go to a bar. The doorman stops them and says, "Sorry, I can't let you in without a tie."